Now next job is to change the transmission fluid. I'm going to do it one flush and then one fill. This is the one that I searched online, and it should be suitable. It has the Penrite ATF BMW automatic transmission fluid, and it's suitable for like BMW ATF 6 and things like that. So it should be the right fluid. This time, unlike the Volvo that I used to do, and I set levels, because they both use the Asian automatic transmission, so it has a bit of a tube to go down from the bottom, and then you can set the level by draining excessive fluid. This time I'm going to be a little bit lazy. What I'm trying to do is, again, I have these two measuring cups. I cleaned them already, so I'm going to use one to measure how much fluid coming out, and I simply pour in the same amount into the transmission and do it twice. Obviously after the first train I'm going to move around gear and things like that, but I'll try to keep the transmission fluid cold and so they don't expand, and I would have the correct measurement. Then remove the airbox and things on the top of the car, and so I can get access to the top of the transmission. I remove the airbox, and this is the top plug that I need to open up to allow air to go in, and then I will just crank it open and just leave it loose, and I'll go down to the bottom and then undo the bottom one. So at the bottom of the transmission, this is the plug. It's the middle plug. It's very like, it's the same family of transmission, I believe, with my Volvo. So it's the middle plug that I need to undo, and then do the bigger plug, and then drain the fluid. One thing we have to mention is slightly different than the Volvo that I have is there's a plastic filter here. I do have email in between FCP Euro, and ask them some questions, and thanks for the guys, they did answer me questions, and they did suggest to replace this when the automatic transmission fluid is being changed. But since this car has very low K, it's not even 30,000 kilometers, so I'm a bit lazy. It's only the age that I'm worried about, because the car is about 5 to 6 years old, but very low K. So I just changed the fluid without changing the filter. It's my own decision, so yeah, well, I just carry on. Next time maybe I will change the filter if needed. It's just dribbling out, so I will just install the drain plug and the middle bit and also the bigger bit without changing the O-rings on it yet. And then I'm going to measure the fluid and then pour in some new fluid. Alright, so I have drained about 2.4 liter. So I'll probably just pour in 2.5 this time. And that's going to be my first flush. So I've just hand tightened the top plug. I'm going to temporarily put in the air box, reconnect the map sensor. Just not going to install it, just let it sit on top of the transmission, and then going to start the car and run through the gears. So I'm going to start the car and then run through the gears. Very quickly, I try not to run it for too long so the transmission fluid wouldn't get hot. Car started, in parking, reverse, 1, 2, 3, neutral, drive. See if I can change it to I don't know if it does change gears in the ammo when it's stopped. Drive, neutral, reverse. So let's run through the gear a couple of times. Park. Okay, stop the car. So I'm going to do the second drain. I probably won't flint. The process is exactly the same as before, because I've got a total of 8 liters of fluid, and if I can probably do 2 flushes and 1 fill. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
A few moments later.
So after the second drain, including the first one, is 4.5 liters. So the second drain come out with 2 liters of transmission fluid rather than 2.5. So the second fill, I'm going to just pop in 2 liters. I think it might be some oil still, because I've just started the car and run the transmission. There might be some transmission fluid in, I don't know, the torque converter not coming out yet, or I'm not too sure, but I'll just follow the measurements. 2 liters come out, I will put in 2 liters back.
A few moments later.
I've just done the last drain, and I am going to replace the O-rings on this plugs. Hopefully I got all the right parts. Let's have a look. Must be in there. Right, so I'm going to replace the O-rings. So I'll replace the O-ring. I'm going to torque the bottom two onto the bottom of the car first. I think it's 35 Newton meters, that is about 8. So the last drain, which was also the third drain, was also 2 liter. So I'll throw in the last 2 liter, and then I'm going to install the top plug, torque it to spec, and then install back all the airbox and map sensor, airflow sensor.